SLK55 AMG is a car that's in a class of its own. Never again will we see such a compact car with a 5.4 litre V8 engine in. And yes, I've already done a video on this car before, but I wanted to understand the essence of this car once again. I'm Max Lathavani and welcome to Driven Plus. So under the bonnet sits this, the M113 engine, which is a 5.4 litre naturally aspirated V8 engine. Even now I cannot get over the fact that such a big engine is in a car of this size. And this was the Evo version of the M113, making the 0.989 is my nerdiness coming out now. And it was designed for maximum torque, 510 Newton meters, along with 355 horsepower, top speed 156 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 time of 4.9 seconds. So we're going to find out. So I genuinely do think this is going to be quicker than 4.9 seconds. So let's find out. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car. This car does not have launch control, but we're going to do 3 runs. First run with roof down, traction on, and then the second one is going to do roof down, traction off, and then the third one is going to be roof up, traction off. Let's just see if it makes a difference. So here we are, just normal. Just going to kind of plant my foot down, see what it does. Oh, 4.85 seconds, but I think it's got quicker. So let's go again with traction off. Wow, it didn't like that. It's quicker though, not by much, but it's quicker. 4.8 seconds, time for roof up. Okay, here we go, roof up. Oh, it's very echoey in here now. I much prefer it with the roof down. Right, here we go. Ooh, that is quicker. And there you go, 4.5 seconds. So having the roof down does make your car slower, but I want that sun, so I'm going to bring it back down. There we go, back to the review. Onto the inside, and I have to start with these seats. They're super comfortable. There's not much space in here because it's a 2-seater roadster. What can you expect? But storage-wise, glove box is in a bad size. Got a bit of door cards there. You've got your bit of a storage unit there, which I don't know, you could fit a packet of crisps in. But you've got Harman Kardon sound system, which is all very nice. But in terms of the materials used, I do like the leather. You know, the build quality is good, but I don't really like these kind of silver finished plastics that are on the door cards there. But in terms of build quality, it's put together really well. Instrument cluster is nice and prominent. You've got the AMG badge there, and it revs all the way to 6,500 RPM, and the top speed on the speedometer is 200 miles per hour. And you've got the clock there, which I always think is a nice touch to have an analog clock in the dials, I must say. And you've got heated seats, and I think the cup holders are in a really weird space. Like, why do you need them there? It's going to impede your view. Yeah, it's really, really weird. And you've got your gear stick there, your handbrake, which is in the middle. There's not much going on, but it's a nice place to be, I will say that. Coming to the rear of the car, now boot space is not a bad size. 208 litres with the roof down. With the roof up, that extends to 300 litres. And I just like the rear end look of these cars, especially with those quad tailpipes and all the chrome badging, this black spoiler here. It just looks fat and it just looks elegant, sporty, everything kind of combined to make this car, well, with its hero status really. Mark, please start the car for me. Ooh. And come on, let's hear that V8. Give it more, give it more. And again. Sounds so good. Let's get out onto the road. Driven Plus is more than just YouTube car reviews. We do European tours and UK tours, and you can book on and explore places like here. And even places like here, jaw-dropping mountain passes. And places like here, Monaco. So if you'd like to join us on a trip of a lifetime, head over to our website now to book on your next adventure. But for now, let's get back to the video. So the reason I'm sat in the driver's seat of this car again is because I want to understand the essence. Because although it's classed as a 2-seater roadster, I see it more of a GT car compared to its rivals such as the BMW Z4 and the Porsche Boxster. And yet, believe it or not, the SLK55 is smaller in every dimension than the Porsche Boxster. It's such a unique car with such a unique power plant given the size of it. And as for the engine, let's be honest, it's the main attraction to this car, that monstrous V8. And sometimes an engine just makes a car, like the Lexus LFA. Take the V10 out of that car, it'd still be cool, but it wouldn't be as cool, right? Same with this. The 5.4 litre V8 is such a gem, and it makes an incredible noise. Listen to that. Puts a smile on your face. Even in today's world, this car is almost 20 years old now, weirdly. And the owner of this car, Mark. Hi Mark, you okay Mark? Good. Mark comes on a lot of our events, European tours, UK tours, and even day events. And me and Mark like to have a bit of a play now and then, my M4 CS against this. And you'd think the M4 would have it, right? New technology, turbo, 450 horsepower, you know, almost 100 horsepower more. No, this keeps up with it easily. I cannot shake this car off. Mark will say it's him. No, it's the car. You're welcome, Mark. No, joking, this car is seriously quick and you cannot sleep on it. And the gearbox is called 7G-tronic, and it's a 7-speed torque converter gearbox, and it shifts quite smoothly when you're just in comfort mode. But say we put it in sport mode, and you know, the downshifts are good when you use the kick down. Responsiveness of the engine and gearbox is good. But say you want to put it in manual mode, things get a little bit laggy, shall we say. Well, what can you expect? It's a 2005 gearbox. It still works pretty well when you've just got it in sport mode. But I still think it's a shame Mercedes didn't offer these cars with a manual gearbox. However, saying that, Mercedes have never really perfected a manual. Is the SLK55 worth investing in, and will it become a future classic? 100%. It's already a modern hero. You hardly see them, they're quite a rare car, and when people do see them, they ask questions. And they ask questions such as, well, what engine's that got in it then? Well, it's got a 5.4 litre V8, mate. Really? Why? Exactly. That's what's cool about it. None of it makes sense. And say you want to do a bit of spirited driving in the SLK, when you do chuck it through these bends, you do get some good feedback. The fact that it's rear-wheel drive, two-seater roadster, it will hold itself naturally good on the road anyway. Is it going to be as engaging as the Porsche Boxster or Z4? I'm going to say no, because this suspension is compliant. It's actually really comfortable. You're not it's not bone shattering like the Porsche Boxster might be, but therefore it depends what ride you want. Do you want more comfort or do you want more engagement? And even the SLK55, which replaced this, the R172, that's probably a better car in every single way, and you got more horsepower at 422, and it's still a great looking car. But for me, that one doesn't get the same hero status as this. Maybe we need a few more years to appreciate the R172, but for me, this is the original SLK55, the one that shocked the world for a two-seater roadster with a 5.4 litre V8 engine in it. So if you're thinking of buying one, go and do it. You will not regret it, I promise you that. And if you like the look of this particular one, it's for sale. So get in touch with us. We'll put you in touch with Mark, the owner, and you can figure out a deal. But the main thing, when you're buying a car, especially like this, it puts a smile on your face. Every time you put your foot down, you hear that V8, and that's the main reason why you buy a car, to enjoy life. Buy a V8, enjoy life. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Mark, and we'll see you next time. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel for more content, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.